Join me as I paint a loose semi-abstract landscape with a soft atmospheric feel using the spray bottle technique. I'm adding a simple white cat as a focal point, and this is a beginner friendly watercolor so you can follow with ease. The sketch for this painting is very simple. Here is a step-by-step process for drawing the cat outline. At this point, I slightly erase the front leg because I do not want the pencil mark to show through after painting, because we are going to use a very light value to paint that area. Once the sketch is done, I wet about 3/4 of the paper. Then, using phthalo blue, I paint the sky. While wetting the paper or while painting the background, make sure to avoid the sketched area so that the cat shape stays clean and untouched. Next, I mix parrot green with phthalo blue, and with a lighter value of this mix, I paint the distant trees. I paint those distant trees while the paper is still wet, so that they blend naturally into the background and create that soft atmospheric effect. Now I'm using a damp brush to soften the edges of those distant trees so they sit further back in the space. Then I let the paper to dry completely. Next, I covered this cat sketch using a scrap piece of watercolor paper. Then, with a spray bottle, I spritz over the tree area that we already painted. After spritzing with the spray bottle, I remove the scrap paper. Now we are going to build the foliage using the stippling technique. I'm going to apply the paint on the spritz area so that the paint spreads and creates its own dramatic effect. I have explained this technique in my previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, you can find the link in the top corner as well as in the description. You can check that video before continuing here. For the foliage, I'm using Persian green, Prussian blue, and burnt umber, and mix of these combination to create depth and variations. Next, I use my hand to cover the foliage area and spreads the bottom section of the paper. Now I splatter some burnt umber to build the foreground. Using the same burnt umber, I add a few strokes and I also bring in phthalo blue to add some variations. Then with green mix that is on my palette, I paint a bit of foreground foliage. I left some areas white for the stones and pebbles on the foreground. You can notice now how the water and the pigments start creating their own organic patterns. Some of these shapes even resemble branches. This technique adds a dramatic feel and gives each painting a unique texture, which I really enjoy. The final step is to add a few details to the cat. For that, I start by painting the area under its neck using a light value of phthalo blue, and I extend it downward towards the front leg because this creates a natural shadow under the neck and it helps to define the form of the cat. I'm adding a small oval shape on its face to indicate the mouth area. I keep the value very light so it does not look too strong but still adds a bit of structure. Then I add the nose, the mouth, and the eyes as you can see. I shape the front part of the cat's body to make it feel more three-dimensional, so I add a bit more detail. I place a shadow under its feet and give some form to the tail as well. I want the cat's head to feel like it is coming slightly forward, so I deepen the shadow under the neck once again. After a few final touches here and there, the cat is complete. We have reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more watercolor painting content. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.